All right, welcome to your fast workout explanation for Sunday, February 13th. I'm very excited, not because it's Valentine's Day Eve, but because it is our first of a few tempo run or lactic threshold run. So I want to get a little bit into the science behind what is lactic threshold. First, I want you guys to think of anaerobic threshold because there is kind of a cause and effect relationship between anaerobic threshold and lactic threshold. So first, anaerobic threshold is when the exercise that you place on your body is too intense for your very complex aerobic energy system to keep up. It's almost like that iconic Lucy and Ethel episode where the bonbons are coming down the conveyor belt and all is fine and dandy until the conveyor belt speeds up and Lucy and Ethel simply just can't keep up with that demand. So that is a great analogy of your aerobic system switching over to your anaerobic, because anaerobic is a lot more efficient, a lot more quick, and you need that energy right here, right now. So that's the flip of aerobic to anaerobic. Now, once you get anaerobic, right, there is a spike in lactic acid because lactic acid is a byproduct of anaerobic energy systems. So in that spike, right after anaerobic threshold, you start accumulating lactic acid faster than you can get rid of it. So another analogy would be a sink where the drain just can't keep up with the water coming in that sink. So what we need to do is try to help that drain buffer that lactic acid, so that lactic acid coming in equals lactic acid coming out, and you can do that with these buffering type of workouts. So lactic acid doesn't necessarily hinder or halt our performance, or maybe even cause some of the pain that's associated with isn't exactly with the acid itself, but it does kind of hinder performance. So if we can try to buffer that lactic acid, help that drain come out so you have a little bit more of a free flowing. So what we're going to do is start with some 2-mile tempo runs. Now this, you have to be extremely cautious of not running too terribly fast on these 2-mile tempo runs. By definition, a tempo run is your 5K plus 20-second pace. So for many of you, that's going to be around your 10K pace. So again, running 2 miles at a time, that of which you're supposed to be running 6 miles at a time. So not easy, but not extremely raceable hard too. When I come out and see you on Sunday, you guys should not be looking like complete death. Okay. So again, we're trying to get right to that intensity where we're trying to help buffer lactic acid, not accumulate it so quickly that you blow past it and you're not training really any of it. So we're going to do our 10-minute warm-up. We're going to do our drills. We're going to run 2 miles at a time with 2 minutes in between at your 5K plus 20 seconds. All right, for my 10K folks, you guys are going to do 1. For my half, do 2. For my full, do 3 sets of these 2-mile tempos. I would love for you guys to give me what your pace is on each one of those intervals through a survey, as well as kind of your overall heart rate. Now, what we're going to do then is we are going to start giving you more and more of these as you start seeing this workout. And again, just much like that kind of sandpaper fatigue. We're not going to fail it all in one swipe, but we're really going to try to get more and more swipes to try to teach your body, again, to buffer, help get rid of that lactic acid, not blow past it. Okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, I will see you there Sunday morning.